going to talk a little bit about trolling speed for the particular species that you are pursuing. So, you know, there's no magic number when you're talking about trolling speed. You know, you don't have to be right on all the time with trolling speed. There's usually a variance in when these fish will hit and what they prefer. And you'll also see that it coincides with what you're trolling behind your boat. So there's certain devices that work better at faster speeds, and there's certain devices that work better at slower speeds. So it isn't always just what the fish like, it's also the speed you're going with the delivery devices you are using, which actually impact the speed and trying to get these fish to bite. So a rule of thumb for me is kings. You know, they'll hit as slow as 2.0, especially when you're running attractors with meat. They'll hit at 3 miles an hour too, especially when you're running spoons, okay? Sometimes they'll hit on turns at 3 miles an hour, so they have a 2 to 3 mile an hour variance. But what is common, if you find that they like a certain speed that day, you try and stick to it. Coho salmon, I think anything goes with coho salmon. I've had them hit it at neutral, you know, clearing rods or netting fish, and I've had them hit at 3.5 miles an hour by mistake. So cohos really are a crazy fish. They'll hit anywhere from 1.5 miles to 3.5 miles per hour. But if I had to pick a preference, it's going to be 2.4 to 2.6 for cohos. Steelhead, they like it hot traditionally. 2.5 to 3.5. But a good average steelhead speed for me is probably 2.5 to 2.8, especially if you're pulling strictly spoons for them. Lake trout, they are slow fish, okay? Slower the better for Lakers. 1.5 to 2.0. If you're running spoons, it's going to be more of a 2 mile an hour to 2.2, 2.3. If you're running cowbells, dodgers, or attractors, you're going to be in the 1.5 to 1.8, 2 mile an hour maximum for those lake trout. Fish hawk. This is a great device for dialing in your speed. You know, a lot of people look at their GPS, speed over ground. It doesn't matter a whole lot to me. What matters to me on my boat is where I have this fish hawk in the water, because that is where this is moving, that's where my baits are moving. So speed over ground isn't really critical. You gotta have a fish hawk when you're trying to dial in speed for these species we just talked about.